County. Our big floor at 168th Street and Old Color right behind Subway. I'm with our favorite state representative, Vance Aloupis. So what's up?
How are you, my friend?
We got a glass in between. So what's up? The session starts when?
Session is going to start. We have committee weeks coming up before session. So session will start in March, but we have committee weeks in January and February. So we go back January 11th.
When you fly up, you fly or drive?
Depends. What we've seen right now with the pandemic is the number of flights going up to Tallahassee very limited. So when we went up the last time, I had to fly through Charlotte. So sometimes it makes more sense to drive. Sometimes it makes more sense to fly. So, but
when you get up there, you get tested again.
So we went up for organizational session, and before we were allowed in the chamber, everybody had to get tested, family members as well who were going to be in the gallery. And I guess the question now moving forward is for the protocol is: are we going to be tested every single day before we go into the chamber? So yeah, we're waiting to see what the protocol is going to be. I know you're getting tested a lot, which is good.
Yeah, but since I'm out, I get tested at Tropical Park and a clinic on 8th Street.
The Tropical Park location is fantastic. It's one of the most efficient operations I've ever seen. We brought our whole family there last week, and just really, really, really well done.
So what's going to happen? Money's tight this year.
Yeah. So obviously, with the pandemic, we've seen a major reduction in hospitality, tourism, sales tax revenue. Right now, looking at probably a multi-billion-dollar shortfall in terms of revenue. So there are going to be some really difficult budget conversations going into the next year. So that's something that we're going to have to continue to look at. I know for areas like Palmetto Bay, Pinecrest, municipalities that I get to represent, a lot of important issues that we worked on last year around water quality and water infrastructure that we need to fight for. But yeah, it's similar to sort of what we saw in 2008, 2009 after the recession. It's just a very different budget picture than what we had last year.
It's going to be difficult. People don't realize the nonprofits are going to be cut. Everything's going to be cut.
But I said this is really encouraging. So, I work at a nonprofit, as you know, is my day job, my real job. And
your main job.
My main job. And it's the reason why I ran for the legislature, because of the issues we work on. But, we, along with a lot of our sister organizations, were really concerned about, are people going to be able to continue to give at the level that they've given over the last few years? And you see how much we raised on Give Miami Day, the entire county? More than $18 million was raised for nonprofits in Miami-Dade County in a 24-hour period, which is more than has ever been raised before. It's pretty remarkable. It just shows you that philanthropy, even in really difficult times, that there's a generosity in our community that just continues and continues and continues.
There's a war going on. I know you're not part of it. There's a war going on throughout the country. Keep businesses open, close businesses. It is a difficult time, whether they're open or closed. It's difficult for everybody. Mm-hmm. And the kids going to school, not going to school. So, Florida is stronger than ever.
Yep.
I tell people, we go through hurricanes, we're going to be tough. We're going to go through this, and we're going to make it through. So, is there any issues? If your district runs Palmetto Bay, Pinecrest, Kendall, my favorite community, Westchester.
That's exactly. All the way to Doral.
All the way to Doral.
Yep.
Is there any major issues that are going on? You're lucky you got cities, the unincorporated like Westchester. They need help.
Absolutely. So, one of the main issues from a local perspective that we've seen is flooding. You've got it here in Palmetto Bay, you've got it in Pinecrest. In the northwest portion of my district, actually just south of the 836, incredible flooding, Grant. I remember when I was what? Literally just south of the 836,
right?
Between 80, just right around 82nd.
Right.
I'll tell you because I saw it firsthand when I was knocking on doors. Literally, Grant, think about this: townhome communities where they had 10 to 11 inches of water in the townhome after a major storm, where all of the flooring had to be ripped up, the drywall. And I was talking to everybody in that community and saying, "Is this something that you're seeing?" And they said, "It's just nonstop." So I think one of the things that we need to look at, and I know that the leadership in the House is looking at this, is flood mitigation. Obviously, I worked on a major sea level rise bill last year around making sure that our municipalities that are using state funding in the coastal construction zone are doing so with an understanding of what the long-term projections of sea level rise are going to be. But flooding is going to be a huge issue that we focus on. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of education policy. That's my particular focus. I am fully hopeful that we're going to have a continued focus on early childhood education, which is my passion. And obviously, dealing with the repercussions of the pandemic.
Early childhood education, can you go a little bit?
Absolutely. So it's been my life's work for 10 years. And, the way I just frame it to folks is, Florida has built an incredible education system over the last 20 years. A lot of people don't know that. I asked a lot of people, what do you think of Florida's public education system? They said, it's okay. I said, well, did you know we're number 3 in the country in K-12 achievement? You know that?
No, I didn't.
So think about this. Florida students, public school students, perform better than 46 other states in the country in math and reading, in AP placement, in AP passage. And, to me, we've made such great progress in the last 20 years. We still have a significant way to go. And my fundamental belief is that the way you continue to improve public education in Florida is making sure that those children who are 0 to 5 have a strong foundation once they're getting into kindergarten. The same way your children do. I know you care a lot about education, but my guess is you're a great dad. Your kids all had, access to early learning centers. You were talking to them, reading to them, singing to them. You're a great singer right now.
Outstanding. So, you could score 3rd in the country, but how do we compare to the other countries?
Well, that's the issue, right? I said, we're 3rd in the country.
Sir, you looking for Pat Sheehy? Yeah. He's in the all around. He's over there. You got it.
Yeah, I think that's.
Hey, we're at Big Floyd. That's what happens.
It's just impromptu. But for us, I think it's a really important question. So, 3rd in the country, but still in Florida, we have probably 43% of students in Miami-Dade County, and really statewide, who 43% of 10th grade students who can't read at grade level, right? So think about that, Grant. You're 3rd in the country, and still almost half of your 10th grade students can't read at grade level. So there's clearly a lot of work that we have to do, but I think we're up to the challenge.
Well, it's exciting. I appreciate you coming out. We're test marking it or on the road with Grant Miller.
And if you haven't been out here yet, you got to come out. Grant and I are going to do a hula hoop contest out here at some point, because I've heard that there's hula hooping here.
Pat Sheehy and I, and State Representative Vance Aloupis is going to do it. We have Speaker of the House in 2 years again.
In 4 years, yeah. So Representative Daniel Perez, who is the district just west of mine, is going to be the House Speaker, which, as you know, is a hugely important position. Only the 3rd House Speaker we've had from Miami-Dade County in the last number of decades, and just an incredible public servant. I know you know him, Columbus grad, and just a great individual, and I know he's going to do a lot for our community.
I appreciate you coming on, everybody. Let's have a great day.
Thanks, everyone.
Representative Vance Aloupis and Grant Miller. Have a good one. Bye.